Welcome to Wealthy Mind, where we talk about all things finances, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the surprising. Welcome to Wealthy Mind. I am your host, Misty Rose Gold, International Success Coach, and here at Wealthy Mind, we love to help you create and maintain a wealthy mind. Today, I have a fun guest with me. His name is Jared. Hi, Jared.
Hi, Misty.
How are you?
Good. Doing really good today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Would you please tell the audience your full name and your business?
Yeah, my name's Jared Miller, and I own and operate Checkmate Moving and Storage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you do?
I lift heavy things and set them down carefully. Um,
I like
no,
it.
yeah, I do. Primarily, I'm kind of wearing several different hats, but mostly doing the estimates, um, the hiring, the logistics, the scheduling, and just making sure everything's running really smoothly here.
Okay. So
Yeah,
are you the CEO of Checkmate?
I'm one of three owners. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and we all own and operate. We all have our different roles, and it takes all three of us to get it done just right. So
All right.
yeah,
So you have business partners.
yeah. Tom and Barrett Miller are business partners, and they handle different parts of the business. Barrett handles a lot of the paperwork and back end and packing side of things, and Tom sees kind of the day-to-day field of the movers, and
Hmm.
he runs the big semi and things like that. So works on the
Okay.
trucks, make sure it's all working.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you have your team with you to help you on the
Hmm.
journey. Makes it easier to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we could do this without all three of us. We always talk about that. None of us can leave.
Well, everybody has their skill set, right?
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what is the slogan for your business?
Make the winning move. Choose checkmate because it's
Hey.
chess.
That's cute. I like it. And
Yeah.
catchy.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Say it one more time for me.
Make the winning move. Choose checkmate because in chess, the winning move is checkmate,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So why is it the winning move to choose your moving company over the bajillion other moving companies out there?
Right. $1 million question. I think a big part is we are in a service industry, and sometimes the standard in this industry isn't up to par.
Hmm.
And so I think the way we hire, we don't do day labor or temp labor ever. It's all trained employees, and that makes a huge difference in this industry. Um,
Yeah, I can imagine.
yeah, yeah, and so that, along with the fact that Tom, Barrett, and I are all in the field as well, on jobs, overseeing jobs, supervising moves, and just really making sure everything's running, to our standards, makes a huge, huge difference. So, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
So, in other words, what you're saying, if you want your stuff protected and not damaged a lot,
yeah. Yeah, you want
yeah.
to find someone who's gonna, give you the service you're looking for. I think it's funny. My dad, he owned a trash hauling service for 24 years, and he had about 100 trash trucks when he sold it. And he asked me when I was young. He said, "You know what kind of business we're in?" I said, "Pretty sure we're in the trash hauling business. We move a lot of trash. We haul a lot of trash." And he said, "No." He said, "We're in the service industry." It's the
Mm.
service. And he did. He had the best running trucks. He always picked everyone's trash up. His trucks were the cleanest when they went down the road. He cared that the service was, up far and above beyond the other guys. And he always had work because of that. And
Mm.
so I think that's a big reason why right now, even in a down economy or not the best economy,
A weird economy.
a
Let's just
weird
say it's a
economy.
weird
Let's
one.
just say that. I don't know what is happening, but with interest rates being as high as they are, it's less people moving, but we are still staying as busy as previous years, which I think is just a testament to the type of company we are, that we're being referred, that returning clients that have moved with me 3 or 4 times or more, that sort of thing. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, I like it. So you guys go above and beyond with your customer service and the protection of their stuff.
Yes. And a big part of that too is the estimates that are provided. I don't just do an over the phone estimate. I mean, maybe if they have they're like, hey, I have 5 items that need to be moved. Okay. But when it's someone who is moving, 10, 15, 20 years of stuff, I'll go out and look at it and
Mhm.
give them a real idea, because I could have a 2,000 square foot house and you could have a 2,000 square foot house, but what you have in your house and what I have in my house could be totally different. You might be
Mhm.
a minimalist where I'm a hoarder, and I've got three, 2,000 square foot houses worth of stuff in my house. So getting a
Yeah.
true estimate will make the service truly better, because you get the right size crew, you get the right amount of trucks, and there's no problems.
Hmm. Well, you nailed me. How did you know I'm a minimalist?
I just guessed. You just seem like someone who doesn't need to hold on to stuff.
Nope. And if I find that there's like too much stuff, then I get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah,
So, yeah, like, no,
beautiful. They say
I,
people who have less stuff live happier, so that's what I've heard anyway. So
hmm,
that
well,
must be why you're so happy.
I think it contributes to it because my stuff doesn't own me.
Yeah, true that. Yeah,
So I think that contributes to it. I mean, I put my value elsewhere.
yeah,
Uh, Experiences are more valuable to me than stuff. So that's kind of where I hang out. But yeah, good on you. I think you have known me long enough
right.
to figure out that I'm a minimalist.
Yep, you don't need a lot. You're a happy person. You got everything you need.
So does that mean you're a hoarder?
Yeah, uh, could be certain items, maybe, maybe.
Certain items, certain ones that go bang.
Yeah, you're onto something now. Yep. You
Uh-huh.
must know me too, huh?
A
Yeah.
little bit, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yes.
Uh, well,
Mm.
good. So I would love to have some sort of financial conversation with you because we love having those here at Wealthy Mind. And I think that protecting your assets is a financial conversation, right? We spend
Oh,
money on
certainly.
all this stuff. So,
Oh, certainly.
um, what does it mean to you to protect your assets while moving?
Um, a couple things come to mind.
Mm,
Um, you know, some people have certain collections. Maybe it's jewelry, maybe it's fine artwork, um, a piano, something, and I would say the things that you can just move yourself,
mm,
just move them yourself. Then it's not worrisome that the box will get lost, that, it'll get lost if we put it in storage and it comes back to you, and, there's less to worry about with those smaller items that you can move yourself. And then I'd say for bigger items of value, we are able to create some of those things and do that extra protection for insurance purposes and such.
mm,
So we offer that service for, I've moved a 100-year-old Italian chandelier. It was really cool. But they
Wow.
needed it crated because it's entirely made of glass, the entire thing.
Sure.
So it had to
Bubble
be,
wrapped, created.
yeah,
Like,
like
yeah.
it had the crate, it had to hang in the crate. We had to make a fixture for it to hang on, and then we put all the peanuts in there so it couldn't move and everything, and then crated it. And so that was a really
Wow.
cool one. We did a full cougar mountain lion, full crate, it's
Oh,
a full
I
mount.
when you said cougar, I was like, a woman?
Yeah, we just put her in there, and she just stayed in there until we got to the new place. We gave her a pillow. No, no, a mountain lion, yeah. Different cougar. Yeah. But
Sorry,
then
that's
there's
where my
also,
mind went straight away. It was like, wait, he packed a woman?
wait, wait, is that okay? No, no.
Mm.
But then there's also just people want their stuff taken care of, right? That's everyone's worry. Like it may not be the most valuable stuff, or it may be. However, regardless, it's your stuff and you want it taken care of. And that's why you're hiring a mover that can do it right.
Mhm.
And so that's part of why I do the estimate, to let people know, hey, this couch, have you thought about it in the new space if they're downsizing or moving to a smaller Victorian home in Denver? Is this couch really going to fit? Should you sell it,
Mhm.
or should you try and make it fit? Little things like that, that help the customer kind of decide what they want. But I also ensure them that, we don't roll dollies in their house. Everything is hand carried or shoulder harnessed and team carried in and out of both locations. So we're not just
Mhm.
taking care of the furniture, we're taking care of their houses also, and making sure
Wow.
their banisters are blanket wrapped, and all those things. And so those little things like that you think of, they go a long way. Or when someone has like a lot of patio furniture,
Mhm.
and we live in Colorado, the
Mhm.
winters, I'm like, hey, you should just put that stuff under the covered part of the patio. So when we come, if there's foot of snow, we're not, putting all that water and snow and stuff into the truck with your other stuff.
Mhm.
Just the simple little things like that makes those moves and your stuff just have such a better experience, and your belongings do so much better. But
Mhm.
um, yeah,
So
it
you,
just, yeah.
you guys really offer a high-end service, which is
Y-
quite nice. So you serve more of the affluent communities if they need moving, great. Um, there's plenty of moving companies that if somebody has a $5 million home, you don't want them near it.
Yeah.
So thank you for providing almost like a white glove service for the moving needs.
Yeah.
I see it after you're explaining all this to me and going into some detail. I'm like, okay. So for those of you out there that have, pretty pricey valuables, decent size home, Checkmate is the way to go because they're going to take care of the home and the stuff, not just the
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Uh, what do you move? Do you move cars? Do you move what? Do you move
Yes.
everything?
Yeah, I mean, we have a full semi that has car ramps, so there's a certain weight limit. There's only certain cars you can put in there, but it's pretty substantial. I think you can go up to like 6,500 pound cars, so that's most cars that are not a like pickup. So we'd move cars and motorcycles and things of that
Okay.
nature. We
Toys.
Toys, yeah, toys. Or when we're doing an out of state move because we have a full semi, sometimes the couple wants to go in one vehicle and have us ship their other vehicle, which we do.
Mm,
So,
mm,
and if they have too much stuff, if it's a full semi, I have great resources for car shipping only. Or if they have a really fancy car, I have a referral for that just specialize in that kind of thing as well. So yeah,
okay. And what if they have a boat?
yeah. If they have a boat, typically they have a truck for the boat to be pulled with. But I have had incidences too where we've driven the customer's car. They don't want it towed, so one of my guys will drive their car to wherever it's going with the semi. So if they need us to, we do have pickups also to pull their boats if they needed that service.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you move people from Colorado to other places in Colorado and out of state.
Yeah. Yeah, so couple locations we usually see are Arizona and Florida for sure. Two of the
Okay.
main places, I think, because of the weather, I'm guessing.
Hmm.
But also Texas, Oklahoma, California. Yeah, we go to a lot of the states. I think Alaska and Canada are the only ones we can't really do, unfortunately. Yeah, and
Okay.
probably Hawaii, but I'd love to do Hawaii. That sounds fun.
Let me know when there's a bridge to Hawaii.
Yeah, I will. I sure will.
So, question for you.
Yeah,
If somebody is in another state and they want to move to Colorado, do you do that?
we certainly do. I do their estimate via video call, and they walk me through and show me what's going. So we have done that where we're just bringing someone from a different state. I have a client that I love, probably my best client, that I moved to California. Exactly 1 year later, we moved him back from California to Colorado. And then about a year or two again, we moved him to Texas. In exactly 1 year, we moved him back to
Wow.
Colorado. So he's been a great client. He's actually become a friend. We have a similar hobby, so I hang out with him now. But great people, and they just couldn't leave Colorado, I guess. So this is where their heart is. So
Well, I'm not going to say anything because they're a good client for you. I'm like, I don't want to jinx it and say they need to stay put because
yeah, I think they will for a little bit this time. I think they've learned their lesson, but we'll see. We'll see.
it's okay. You're like, either way, I'm good because you're
Yeah,
good. Like,
yeah.
great client, good
Oh,
friends. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It's like we didn't even hardly have to like after he's like, we're moving back. I'm like, okay, like I already know the whole like what we're moving and everything. So it was funny. It was a lot easier when you've done it a couple times.
Hmm. So if you're a frequent mover,
Yeah.
Checkmate is a good option for you.
Yeah. Yeah. If you do a lot of frequent out of state moving, let us know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You keep everything on record, so you just rinse and repeat.
Yep. Yep. As simple as that. Copy paste.
Okay. All right. That is good news.
Yeah.
So, what is a piece of advice that people need to know when they are moving that is not so obvious?
Um, I think, as far as protecting things, I would say something they don't really realize. Let's see. Here's one. People sometimes will have us pack them and they'll say, pack everything in this room, but there's a prescription in there they needed, or the keys to something, so I would say put those items that you need to take with yourself in your car before we show up. So we don't accidentally pack,
Mm,
the keys you needed, the medication, the whatever, the important documents. That is sometimes I've seen people make that mistake.
okay.
Yeah, that's a good one to keep in mind.
So that's a good way to prepare. Any other things that they can think of or you want them to think of to prepare?
Having your cars out of the garage, parked down the street ahead of time because most of these moves are by the hour that are local. So anything you can do to just be prepped and ready, those are good things to think about in advance. If it's trash day, if you're, just letting your neighbors know, hey, we're going to be moving tomorrow. A moving truck might be in front of our house. It might block your driveway, but they'll move it for you. And if they don't get to that, I know life is crazy. And some people are just like, they don't have the time to do that. We always will let their neighbors know, like, hey, we can move or you can get your car out now or whatever you need to do.
Hmm.
But those little things kind of in the morning can just make things flow a little faster than, oh, shoot, I've got to get the car out. I've got to get the dog to the dog
Yeah.
sitter. If you can do some of that ahead of time, it'll just help you with your cost. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
That's really good.
yeah.
So when you're bidding jobs, do you bid them accurately so that people aren't paying like $2,000 over what you quoted them in the first place?
Right.
That
Right. No, totally. And like I was just at a client's house today and they lived there for 15 years and they have some stuff. I mean, it's 4 box trucks worth of stuff. That's a lot. That's about 2 semis worth of stuff. And so I just told them, hey, look, you guys have told me things are going to get sold. We're under 30 days from when you're going to close. And if you get it sold, great. That's amazing. But if you don't, you have to take it. I want you to be, have enough guys, trucks, equipment to get this stuff out of here. So you're not going, what am I going to do with this stuff? And so I will overbid a little bit in hopes that it comes in lower for somebody, but I know those variables, the weather, the traffic, the hey, we couldn't sell it, we couldn't get rid of it, it's got to go
Mm,
with us now. Those types of things can really slow down or speed up the process. So I always like to try to overestimate so that, okay, I may be overestimated by $1,000, but maybe it'll come in 1,000 less. That's what I'd like to see, so that people aren't in that situation where they're like, wait, I thought it was only going to be
mm,
right.
mm. Been there, done that.
Because I show up sometimes and it's like, you guys know you're moving today. There's everything's still on the wall. There's no boxes packed. So yeah, being prepared is a huge part of things going smoothly in that sense.
Well, thank you for overbidding your jobs because I've been on the other end of that where it's like, oh, you're gonna end up paying this amount and then it's like double.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that is very irritating. I would rather have somebody overbid me and then surprise me with, hey, it's $1,000 less than what we anticipated. That's way better.
100%. Or at least it came in at bid and it didn't go over $2,000, or whatever, or twice as much, and then you're in a lot better position, and you're willing to accept that in your mind because you're like, they bid it for this, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
went to estimate or less. That's always a good thing for everybody. And who wants that surprise at the end of the day? Now, I will say, like, there's things out of my control. Like I said, sometimes we show up, they're not packed. Sometimes we show up and the things they promised we were not going to be there and would not go even if they didn't sell, they're still there. Um, or they've added things or they want an extra stop, and that's fine. It's a time service, so that's just something to keep in mind.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And then weather.
yeah. Weather, traffic, yeah. Closing. Sometimes people are trying to close the same day they're moving. They don't have a choice. They have to be out and in same day, and all those things. All the
Hmm.
moving parts of moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think that most people understand that there are unpredictable factors while moving,
yeah.
but I appreciate you not trying to underbid the job and then price gouge at the back end
Oh yeah.
or, like it's just it's better the way that you do it, in my opinion. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, certainly. And I appreciate that, because I try to be a very honest person and try and do the right thing because that's what I want someone to do for me. And I
Mhm.
don't want to be, unpleasantly upset and surprised if my bill is triple either. So on something, like, that's no fun. So yeah,
Yeah. By the way, you owe us $5,000 more.
yeah.
Uh-huh. No
What?
thanks.
Yeah, right. It's insane.
So how long has Checkmate been around?
We've been doing this for 15 years now. And Tom Barrett and I started it with my brother Nick, and so that was 2010. Just my brother and my dad and I did all the moving. My mom did all the packing. We had one truck, and we just grew up from there.
Mm.
And it's very similar to the trash hauling service that they grew. We weren't trying to grow that size or anything. We're trying to keep this a little bit more like within reason of what we can as a team handle. But that way we can still provide the service kind of we're looking to as well.
Hmm.
So, but yeah,
Yeah. You guys have such a good model. Have you thought about franchising?
I've thought about it a little bit. I don't know. a lot about franchising. I've talked to some mutual friends of ours
Mhm.
that do that. So it's something we're kind of thinking of, but it's not priority.
Well, if somebody in another state is really impressed with your business model and they want to franchise with you, they're going to reach out to you and they're going to be like, hey,
Right? And then it will become priority.
yeah. So I'm just putting it out there because, this is what I do. I work with business owners all the time, and my intuition is telling me that that is the way for you guys to expand if you want to, is through
Yeah,
franchising, because again, you do have such an incredible business model.
yeah. Thank you.
Hmm.
Appreciate that.
So, yeah, any of you guys listening, you want to take this business to another state or another city in Colorado and be a part of Checkmate, reach out to Jared.
Yep, that's who you talk to.
Uh-huh. There's always opportunity, right? So this might be an opportunity for you guys and for someone that's listening.
Yeah, definitely.
So how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, if you needed to get a hold of me, you just want to call the office, and or you can also reach out to us online. So,
Mhm.
did you
What's
want me?
your Just your website? Drop your website here and then we can share the other information. Your website
Yeah,
has the phone number, right?
yeah, oh yeah. So it's www.checkmatemoving.com is the website, and you go there, you can find all that information.
Very cool. Is there an email directly to you?
So it is going to be info at um, checkmatemoving.com.
Okay. So if you guys have a business deal for Jared,
Yeah.
email him at info@checkmatemoving.com, right?
Yes, that's it.
Very cool. So let's go ahead and get wrapping up. This has been a great conversation. I've learned even more about your business, even though we've known each other for years.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes, good stuff. So, what is one way that you keep a wealthy mind?
One way I keep a wealthy mind.
Hmm.
Um, I would say a wealthy mind. Um, Read my Bible. I think that's the best way to keep balance in life. And so I try to read my Bible every day, and that just seems to keep me on track where I want to go.
That's awesome. I
Mhm.
have I have more questions, but I'll save them for later. So, I thought you were gonna say prayer again because I know you so well, but yeah, that's cool. It's always fun to ask that question and see what people's answers are. I get lots of different answers.
I'm sure you do. That is an
Hmm.
interesting question.
Because then you have to determine, what does wealth mean to you? Like you have to figure that out first and then figure out, okay, what are my practices that keep a wealthy mind?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. You have to think about that. It's like, okay, yeah,
Mm,
love
yeah.
it.
Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for being a guest on our
Hmm.
podcast. I appreciate it.
I much
Uh,
enjoyed it. Thanks for having me, Misty. It's nice.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Any words of wisdom for the audience?
Any words of wisdom? Read your Bible.
What if they're not Christian or Catholic?
Pray to God. Ask Him to introduce you to Jesus Christ. That's my words of wisdom. Ask for Him to
Okay.
come into your life.
And then we're going to translate. Also meditate. Yes.
Also meditate. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
For
prayer.
those of, for those of you that that doesn't resonate with, meditate, please. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate your time.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a great time. Thanks, Misty.
Good.
It was awesome. So,
Excellent. All right, you guys, if you like Checkmate Moving and Storage, please reach out to them and you will have the best moving experience of your life. So, with that
mhm.
said, we will see you guys soon and have a great week. Thank you for tuning in to the Wealthy Mind podcast. Please be sure to download the Wealthy Mind app today and make sure to support your local Dress for Success.